And it's like, wow, I can't even imagine going to Cancun and drinking and drugging with my mother, because that would never ever happen. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and welcome to the new members that subscribe. And remember, hit that subscribe button and the notification button and all the likes and all that good stuff. I'm glad everybody's enjoying the Where Are They Now Part 2 episode, which goes with Part 1. We'll kind of probably end up doing a Part 3 very soon, but please be patient with us on that, because it does take a long time to do the research, connect with the models, and find out what they're doing and putting everything together. So those episodes do take a while to film. So anyway, today I just wanted to talk about, because a lot of people are contacting me about, are you because of the situation that's out there right now, are you filming? And we're not filming right now. We will gonna have to film, but as the country is ramping up slowly, we're doing the same thing. But I'm being proactive and interviewing models, brand new models, and searching out. So it's giving me time. But people are asking, well, I see you doing updates. Well, yes, we still are doing updates on all the sites. The reason being is, prior to this situation, we've had a lot of footage that we filmed. We're always ahead of the game. I can't speak for other studios, but I know for us that we film ahead of schedule. We film ahead of schedule for several reasons. We film here in South Florida, so we can have a hurricane in the hurricane season. So we have to make sure that we have enough footage to cover us, just in case there's an emergency and we don't have electricity and lights, and businesses are closed and whatnot for hurricane. And also, when you film ahead, when you do productions and you film ahead, that also gives you time to weed out the models, find out the best models, figure out who works best with who, and also the flake rate factor, where models can flake out, so you have that buffer. So we're ahead. We're very many weeks ahead. So in this time that we under the situation, we've been sitting at home just chilling out and just being proactive, recruiting models and planning for production. So are we planning on going on in production? Yes, we're looking at June that we're going to start filming, but we're not going to be filming like we normally do on a crazy situation. We're going to be filming where we normally film, let's say 8 scenes or 9 scenes in a month. We're reducing it down to 3 or 4 scenes, and of course less models. So as the country is ramping up slowly in phases, we're doing the same thing as far as our production goes. So one of the questions from all the episodes that I've been doing, talking about models and filming and productions, is, when the models get here, what happens? Well, we do house and feed the models. We house them on our premise. We used to put them in hotels or motels, but being here in South Florida, a lot of the boys would disappear and go party and, get drunk and drugged. So we X'd that out a long time ago. So now we house them, and just like we house them, we feed them, and we make sure we feed them properly. So a lot of people ask them, well, what do models eat? Everybody thinks that we don't, a lot of studios, we don't feed the models, or they're on a special diet, and we try to keep them thin and slim. But under the myth, we don't. They end up gaining weight, and we feed them really good food. So what is a typical week? They usually come in on a Monday, and when they come in on Monday, I don't cook anything. I don't do anything extravagant. What I do is I usually order pizza, because usually when the models come in, they come in between 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it could be 8 o'clock at night. So in between those times, I really don't plan dinner, because it's hard to gauge what we're going to eat. So at that point, we usually do pizza. I really don't make the decision. It's a group effort. So between myself, my partner Eddie, and the models, we say, okay, what do you want to eat? And usually we go around. It's like a ping pong ball. I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What are you in the mood for? I don't know. What do you usually eat at home? We'll ask those kind of questions. So either, usually Monday, I usually say, okay, it's pizza. I'm not cooking anything. Let's eat pizza, because everybody seems to like pizza. So it's either we'll order a pizza from either one of those fast food type pizzas, the commercialized, pizza joints, or we have a very good New York style pizza that's here. So it all depends on, if we want more of that family business, home style pizza, New York style pizza, or they want that commercialized corporate type pizza product. So since we discussed what we do on Monday, Tuesday they're already settled in. Usually Tuesday we do film. And then after we film, again, we'll ask the models, what are you in the mood for? And we'll play that ping pong ball and we'll say, what do you want? I don't know, anything you guys make, it's fine. So usually it's potluck. At that point, usually Tuesday, sometimes since it's Tuesday, obviously, it's Taco Tuesday. So, of course, models love tacos. So we do Taco Tuesday. We don't go to Taco Bell or anything fast food. We'll either order Mexican food or tacos from a really good Mexican restaurant that's Mexican owned and operated, family owned and operated. Or 9 out of 10 times we usually get all the ingredients and we do Taco Tuesday and we do everything here. We just do Taco Tuesday, hard tacos or soft tacos with meat and with all the trimmings. So that's usually what we usually do is Taco Tuesday. After Taco Tuesday, I'm usually, lazy because we're doing Taco Tuesday. There's a lot of side dishes and prepping. It takes a lot when you have to do tacos. It looks simple, but time you have to do the lettuce, you have the meat, and you cook everything. There's a lot of dishes, and I hate doing dishes. I know, yeah, we put it in the dishwasher, but still there's the pots and pans and the things that don't go into the dishwasher. So what we usually do on Wednesday is I order Chinese. So we order Chinese, I go pick it up. Sometimes we'll eat at a Chinese restaurant, but since we like to talk dirt and we try, we have gay boy talk around the dinner table and we talk trash and gossip and we laugh and we curse like sailors, we kind of take the Chinese food to go and then we eat it here and we have Chinese food so this way we can relax. Because sometimes what happens when we go into a restaurant and we eat, we get caught up in ourselves and our table talk, and then we start cursing and talking like sailors, and the people around us kind of get the shock value. Like one time we were eating in Fridays and we were talking about the guy's dicks and the coming and all that other stuff and whatnot and blowjobs. And of course we didn't realize that there was family sitting next to us, and before you know it, they all looked and they kind of all disappeared, and it ended up we had the dining room to ourselves. So we learned really quick early on just to order out and bring it here. So usually Wednesday we do Chinese food. So usually when we have dinner here, I love it. We all sit down at the dining room table, and we do have one rule: no cell phones or Snapchats or social media at the dinner table, because it's the time that we all sit, we eat, and it's kind of like a family unit that we discuss and laugh. But what we always do is we always find out more about the models, and that's where the real secret is. It's not the actual filming when we're on set. And you'll see like the behind the scenes if you go to our OnlyFans page, which I'll give that down there, the link for our OnlyFans page. But it's just not only porn, but we actually get to know the models and we hear funny stories. Like one time, one of the models, he went to Cancun with his mother on spring break, and they were doing drugs. Yes, the mother and the son they were doing drugs, getting drunk, and then she was raped by a bunch of Mexican guys while he watched because they pinned her down on the pool table. And it was such a crazy story, and you can't make this stuff up. And it's like, wow, I can't even imagine going to Cancun and drinking and drugging with my mother, because that would never ever happen. So to me, watching this, and of course you're eating dinner, and it's like a dinner and a show, because you're so fascinated, you're eating, you're going, my God, and all of us usually, we all are shocked because, one guy out of all the models will tell this horrific story about his life or growing up, and it's just incredible. So it's amazing what happens around the dinner table. So that brings us to Thursday. Usually Thursday, it's also, we'll do either chicken parmesan or I'll make chicken marsala. Our chicken marsala recipe is in the episode here, so if you want to see the chicken marsala. Or sometimes I'll just bake a chicken and we'll have chicken, or like a really hometown meal. But normally what I'll do is like a chicken marsala. It has mushrooms, so a lot of these boys don't like to eat mushrooms, but when I'm making the marsala sauce, they all seem to love the mushrooms. So it's one of those things that we do chicken marsala. And then what happens is it brings us to Friday. Friday is very important because if the models do a really, really good job throughout the week and they behave themselves, we usually break out the barbecue and we'll get New York strip steaks, and we'll do New York strip steaks. We'll do bratwurst, and I'll do like shrimp. And what I do is I'll make like a barbecue with steak, and we do shrimp, and I do sauteed onions, and we have a salad with a vegetable. So again, we treat them to a really nice steak dinner, and then usually after that Saturday they leave because they're all gone on Saturday because they come in on Monday and then they leave on Saturday. So that's pretty much what they eat during the week. It can change and vary from time to time, but I just want to let you know that when the models are here, one of the questions is, one of the comments that one of you guys are saying is that it's really nice that you take care of these models, and they're being fed, and they're being housed, and they're being protected. So I just want to say yes. We just a lot of studios, what happens, the models go there and they give them a stipend of $25 a day, and then they're on their own, or they give them ramen noodles, or there's 6 models, they get a large pizza, and then they all get one slice, or they eat McDonald's or Burger King or some fast food crap. So we make sure that everybody sits down like a family and eats dinner, and then throughout the day there's snacks, but not only snacks, but we make sure they eat breakfast, and we also take lunch breaks as well. So just to let you know, when they come here, it's sort of like a guest house and a vacation for a lot of these guys, where we make sure that they eat properly, they take a shower, their grooming habits are good, and then of course we film them. It's all part of the package deal. So when they do come here, rest assured they're in good hands. If you like the video, please subscribe below. You'll have a link down below of our OnlyFans site, and remember, hit those notifications and the likes and all that good stuff, because that's good stuff for us. And then what happens is I'll have the links to our thing, and I also put a link to our PayPal. So if you want to donate to our PayPal account, go ahead, because some of these stuff does take money, like when I do the cooking stuff, to contribute to the boys' food allowance and things like that. So the money just doesn't go to paying the rent, it just helps paying for food and help us out with production. So there's a link for the PayPal. And I also want to do a shout out to my partner Eddie, because you don't see him. I'm in the front of the camera, but behind the camera he films and edits it and puts everything together. That's his hand. So anyway, so I just want to put a shout out to him, because he does help with the magic when we do film. You'll sometimes see him on the OnlyFans from the behind the scenes, or you'll hear his voice. So if you watch College Boy Physicals, you'll see him as Dr. Fingerfuck, but again, he's really behind the scenes. So I just want to do a shout out, because sometimes he does this and he feels like he doesn't get any credit. So if you don't like me, at least give me a like and subscribe for Eddie's sake, okay?
Thank you.
So anyway, have a good one, and we'll get you the next episode coming up soon. And be safe, distance yourself, and take care of yourself, and we'll see you the next time around.